So today we are going to be discussing the second annual December Daily Swap that I will be hosting here on my YouTube channel. It is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be a little different from last year's, just to keep it interesting and fun for everyone. So last year we used a Simple Stories paper collection, and we created a traveler's notebook style journal. This year we're going to be using Cookies for Kringle from FancyPantsDesigns. I'm super excited about being able to use this paper collection. I am on their design team, and I just am so happy to be able to incorporate their paper collection into my swaps. And we are going to be making a planner style December daily. So we're going to be in groups of 5. So you're to make 4, receive 4. You're going to include a 5x7 insert, 5 Christmas themed die cuts. These must be die cuts, you guys, not ephemera. It is going to be a die cut, and I will show you the difference as we go on. You are also going to include a memorydex card with the recipe, your favorite Christmas recipe. It could be a cocktail, it could be a drink like a punch, it could be any type of dessert, any type of cookies, baking, a special dish that you make, just something that is tradition in your home, your favorite Christmas recipe. I think that would be so much fun. You're to include your social media tag on your swap so that when I receive that, I can turn it on the back. It should be on the back side. I can turn it on the back and I can say, this is coming from Patty, and you can find her at Mommy and Me Crafts on Instagram and YouTube. So make sure to share whatever social media account you want me to point people to, so that they can, find you and follow you. That's what you're going to include on your tag. I will not be including links this time around. It got really tricky last time around, and sometimes, I'm uploading these late at night and I tend to fall asleep, and then it goes public in the morning, and then I head off to work and I don't go back to check, if the links are there. So it'll just make it easier. Make sure you include your social media information on the back side, wherever you want me to point people to, and that just makes it easy for people to find you, and it makes it easy for me to be able to share your social media account. You are to include postage, so you can include that as cash, or you can send that to my PayPal. I do have a link to my PayPal and my link tree on Instagram, and I'll try to link it here too. So you're gonna send $9.65. I did hear that postage may go up, and if that's the case, once we form our group, we'll discuss that more. But as of right now, it'll be $9.65. I'll be using the standard priority mail bubble mailer. And so make sure that your swaps fit in there. If they do not fit in there for whatever reason, if it gets too bulky, or you send a little extra something and it's too big, then your postage is going to move up to whatever the medium box rate is. I think it's $15.65 or something like that. So just keep that in mind. And the reason is so that when I'm mailing out your swaps, you're covering that extra postage that I will be needing to send out your swap, because it's not going to fit in that standard bubble mailer. So it all depends on the size of your swap. The postage is totally going to depend on the size of your swap. The deadline for this swap is going to be November 19th. You must have it postmarked by November 19th. So you have about 6 weeks. Of course, if you have it completed sooner, please send it in. The sooner the better, because it takes time to unbox, to record, to feature what you have created, which I so enjoy doing, and I have seen that my subscribers enjoy watching those types of videos. So that's what it's all about, the unboxing videos and showcasing your work. So I do want plenty of time to be able to do that. So the sooner you get your swap to me, the better. But you do have until November 19th. You must be, of course, 18 years or older. You must be an experienced crafter. This is a very special swap. This is a December daily. It's something that's, you know, very special to whoever is creating it. It's something that we use to document our family memories on. And so I do want experienced crafters. I want this to be something beautiful, well thought out. It's a fairly easy swap if you are experienced. I don't think it would take too long to whip this up. That we are in groups of 5, so you know, you must be an experienced crafter. You're going to need to know how to manage your time and how to come up with something brilliant and you know, be able to execute it. So experienced crafters, which means you must have an active Instagram or YouTube. So when you're signing up for my swap, you're not going to be signing up on this video. This is just the video that explains all the requirements, and I'll leave this open for a couple of days so you can ask any questions. But on the video that you will be using to sign up on, make sure that when you're signing up, you give me your name and your active social media account. So let's say it's Patty, and I would say my Instagram account is Mommy and Me Crafts. I do not have an active YouTube or whatnot. You know, just say that in the comment area, because if I can't find you as I'm going through the comments and I'm getting the people that are signing up, I'm actually going to look for your active YouTube and Instagram accounts if I don't know you. So yeah, just make sure to do that to avoid any confusion and to avoid being skipped over. Make sure to include that when you're signing up in the comments. What else? US only, just because of the time frame and because of the cost. I've done international swaps in the past, and it just doesn't seem like it's worth the postage and the time that goes into it. So yeah, US only. And so let's get to it. This is what we are going to be using. This is the collection we are going to be using right here. It is the Cookies for Kringle. And it's from FancyPantsDesigns. As I mentioned, they have some really cute papers, you guys. This is one of my favorites. I love this pink with the red stars. This is the back side. It's very vintage Christmas, traditional looking colors with a little bit of pastels in there, you know, the mints and the pinks. Super cute, you guys. A lot of plaid in here. I love these dishes. They're so cute, and they go along with our theme, our baking theme this year. Look at these images. I think they are just so cute. So these are some of the ephemera pieces. Look at this, you guys. Aren't those so darling? So super sweet. I just think they are so cute. Look at this right here. I mean, they are just adorable. This little milk jug, some vintage recipe books, and it's just so adorable. I really just love all the pieces. The tags in this collection are absolutely adorable. I just really love them. Look at that right there. I don't know why it's not focusing, but I hope you can get a look at that. So when I said we would be using a planner style, you know, we're going to be using discs like this to put it together. So that's going to be fun. This is basically the color palette that we'll be looking for. Of course, it's the Cookies for Kringle paper collection, but then you can incorporate some reds and green cardstock, gold colored cardstock, you know, pastels, mints, pinks, things like that. Anything that matches, you know, well with this collection, because again, it's a December daily. We do want everything to coordinate. And, you know, if someone's taking the time to pick up this collection, I want them to receive the same collection. I don't want them to receive something else, you know. So make sure that it is the Cookies for Kringle collection kit from FancyPantsDesigns. These are the puffy stickers, you guys, and look at how cute these little puffy stickers are. They are so adorable. I love all of this. Okay. So this is the swap that I have created. I think it is super simple and sweet. It literally just took me a little bit to put this together. I didn't do too much to it. It's just an example. So what I did is I wrapped it with some ribbon. I added my tag to the back. So back here it would say created by Mommy and Me Crafts on YouTube and Instagram. And then we can get into what is inside. On the front, I have just a little handmade card. This is really just an ephemera piece, but this is an example of what I mean. It would be a, you know, a little handmade card or a little note to the recipient. And then inside we have our 3 items that we are swapping. So it's super simple. We're swapping a memorydex card. I would, of course, jazz up this memorydex card more. I left this one very plain. I literally just cut it and put it together, but I'd probably add some ribbon to the top, maybe a little dangle, some flowers, you know, really embellish it and make it pretty and extra special. So your memorydex should be Christmas themed and really extra special. This is just, what do you call it? An example, but yeah, I want you to jazz it up a lot more. And then on the back of your memorydex card, you're going to include your recipe. Now, your recipe can be printed onto the back of your memorydex card. It can be, you know, something separate that you just tuck into the back, whatever you prefer. Whatever works for your memorydex card. I just want it to be extra special and to include your favorite Christmas recipe in the back. Okay, so that's the memorydex card. Again, you know, any style Christmas themed memorydex card, really embellish it and make it really, really special. Then I have my 5 die cuts right here. For example, this one right here requires a lot of paper piecing. I've put it together for my recipient. She's not going to have to paper piece anything. It is all put together for her. There's tags, there's these little characters, there's some Christmas words in here, and you only need 5 die cuts. They must be die cuts, not ephemera. So this is a die cut. This is a printed ephemera. I do not want printed ephemera. I am looking for die cuts. Okay, so there's a difference here. And again, it's only 5 die cuts that you should include and make them really special. So you can make these die cuts out of the cookies for Kringle because we can incorporate them into our December dailies. Or you can do what I did here and just use some solid colored cardstock that coordinates really well with the cookies for Kringle paper collection. So that's up to you. In the To Die For swap that I hosted, a lot of the die cuts came in solid color. I did mention that to the crafters, and it's awesome because you can pull it out and use it with whatever paper collection you're using. So it's, you know, if you choose to use solid colored cardstock for your die cuts, that's fine with me. As long as it coordinates well with the cookies for Kringle. And then this is my insert. So this measures 5 by 7. It has this style of punches on the side so that you're able to, you know, put in your discs. And if you do not have these punches, again, I will do the punching for you. You will send your swaps to me, and I will then go in and do the punching. This is the punch I use. It's a We Are Memory Keepers disc punch, and so you can use that. I don't want you to use just a regular circle punch. If you don't have this style of punch, no worries. Like I mentioned, send it to me and I will happily put those punches in for you. Just make sure that you leave a 1/2 inch free. So no stitching down this side or down the side that you want me to make the punches on. Be careful where you place your ephemera so that it's not in the way and I can easily, you know, put the punches and that kind of thing. You can embellish your insert however you'd like. You can do waterfalls, you can do tuck spots, you can do paper tearing, you can do stitching, you can do hand stitching, you can add tags, you can add die cuts. I mean, endless possibilities. Jazz up your inserts however you'd like. You can also just leave like this, you know, with just a little bit of ripped paper, maybe a title. So it's really up to you. Feel free to embellish your insert however you would like, and add whatever you would like to the insert. I think this is going to be really, really cute. I do have an example here of an October daily insert that I created. So I use this really large die cut. This is a ghosty die cut from Scrap Diva Designs. And so this would be where I would place my photo or my journaling. And I think this is really simple and sweet. So I'm looking for Christmas themed, you know, journal pages like this. It has a little bow, a little flower. I did do stitching on this side, but around those disc punches. Of course, as I mentioned, if you don't have this punch, you're not going to do any stitching on this side. And then, you know, because they're on disc, you can add some dimension. So I have this little die cut right here that says "Hey Boo," and it's up on some foam. And so it's really plain. The recipient can really, you know, make this their own, but still it's embellished and ready for them to go, you know, and really all they have to do is add a picture. Here's an example of a little tuck spot. You know, I used some envelopes here, and you can add photos in here or journaling bits or movie tickets or what have you. So here are a few examples of what you can do with your pages. And so I hope that I have cleared everything up for you. Again, experienced crafters, active YouTube or Instagram, US only, or using cookies for Kringle. The mail out date is November 19th. You can send it to me, of course, before then. I will be doing the punches for you if you don't have this particular punch. Make sure to include your information on the back of your swaps. So you can add that as a label, a little paper, whatever you'd like, however you'd like, but it must have your information on the back. And it can be on the baggie or whatnot. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the journal page because this is going to be going into someone's December daily. So, you know, you don't need to add your Handmade by Me tag on here. But definitely add it onto your bag. And I also want to mention, make sure to add Handmade by Me on your memorydex card. That way we will know, like maybe you can include it on your recipe so we can know who the recipe is coming from. And if we have any questions, we can reach out to you and ask you like, hey, what did you mean when you said blah, blah, blah. So yeah, make sure your information is on the memorydex card. You know, we don't need it on the insert or of course on the die cuts. So I hope that covers it all. I'm going to be opening up the swap on Saturday morning, which is October 8th. I'm going to post my video, I'm going to say at about 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time, Saturday, October 8th, and you can sign up there. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the description or in the comment area of this video so that I can get all of your questions answered before then. And if you decide you're going to sign up, you know, you're fully informed. And I think that is it, you guys. I cannot wait to get started and see what you guys come up with. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.